I hope you are as excited as I am. This is PPL Season 4 and this is my draft. Please let me know what you think. I'll do just a really brief talky bit now. I don't want to do like a full-blown draft analysis because it could go on way too long, and I just want to keep this short and sweet because really you can talk for however long, but the proof is in the pudding and the wins and stuff, so we'll see if that happens. But just kind of the concepts that I was going for, I really wanted a team with a good spinner and lots of hazard options. I've had hazard stacked in previous drafts, but I've relied on defog, and I've had a good spinner in previous drafts, but it didn't have the hazard option, so that's what I was going for. And with the hazards in mind, I also wanted a team with lots of momentum, so kind of vault turn and baton pass options there. So what I've ended up with, not necessarily what I planned, but I think it's still kind of going along that line. So first pick was Starmie. Some people don't think it's a first pick. I had a relatively early pick in the draft, so it wouldn't have got back round to me. And it's a fast Pokemon, a great revenge killer with amazing coverage options and recover, and a very good spinner. So that's what I wanted, and I prioritized that this time. I was aiming for Skarmory for hazards and a defog option. I'll tell you why I wanted defog in a sec. But I didn't end up getting it. Wanted a really good steel type because Klefki was crap for me in the GBA. Ended up getting Mega Aggron, which is amazing. He's such a good stealth rocker, but much more than that, he's got an incredible attack stat with really interesting coverage that a lot of people might sleep on. And just some good options there as well. Very hard to kill with a mono steel typing and filter, so I'm very happy with Mega Aggron. I liked Sylveon. It was an expensive fairy type, but I was willing to pay that price because it gives me not only a wall, but also a very good offensive mon, and it has baton pass. As I was saying, I wanted some of those momentum moves, so Sylveon fit the brief very well. And then I picked Roserade. I missed out on Skarmory for hazards, so Roserade is going to be a hazard setter as well as a nuke with that Leaf Storm and great technician boosted powers and stuff. Mandibuzz is there as the defogger. As I said, I wanted one because I then picked Talonflame, a Pokemon that I really enjoy using. It always performs a role really well, so I very much like that Pokemon. And Mandibuzz is just insurance, so that if one week Talonflame's looking really good, I can bring a Mandibuzz just to make sure that my defog options are covered. It's also just a very good wall. I've got Aggron and Sylveon, which can both be walls, but I want to be able to free them up on certain weeks so that they can be offensive threats, so Mandibuzz can be more of a dedicated wall. Again, Mandibuzz gets U-turn for that momentum stuff, as well as some good options. Foul play means that it's not so passive, and most of the time, because it's stab foul play, you can be breaking subs and things, and also it gets whirlwind for the phasing with the hazards, so that's all great. And then my last few picks, Haxorus was a kind of a budget dragon, which baffles my mind because it is a very good dragon. Very much looking forward to using this thing. It gets SD as well as DD, which sets it apart as well because it means that it can have that immediate wall breaking power, as well as being able to be banded or scarfed or whatever. So it's a really cool mon, very much looking forward to it. Unnerve is a great and underrated ability in Draft League as well. I'm just going to put it out there. And then we've got two Pokemon that I think really seal up this draft and make it what it is. Golurk is an electric immunity, is also a spin blocker that's quite important if I do want those hazards, and an alternate rocks user. It's got great stabs, and it's also got Iron Fist boosted Ice Punch, which goes very nicely with a stab Earthquake. He's a very powerful physical attacker, which is something that I was valuing at this stage in the draft, and also always that cheeky no guard dynamic punch, which is so horrible, but if it gets me wins, I might just stoop to that level. And the final Pokemon is Lantern, kind of the glue to the team. It gives me a very good fire type switch, and I've got resists, but not really switch-ins up till now. It also gives me an ice type switch-in, which is very good. Another electric immunity if I so choose, or a water immunity, which means that the Scald is just not a problem to my team because I've got Natural Cure. Starmie and Roserade that can both switch in on Scalds too, so not a problem at all. It gives me a Heal Bella as well as, I've already got Aromatherapy and Heal Bell on the team, but it's just another option. And Slow Volt Switch, which is something that I have fallen in love with. I used Electros in the GBA and it did very well for some weeks, but yeah, it's just giving me Volt Turn and all that for the hazards. So that is the team, that is the idea behind it. I hope you are behind it too. Please let me know what you think. I'm feeling like it's a little bit better than my GBA draft last time, which kind of was lackluster. But I managed to make it work in the second half. But we're hoping to make this work all the way through and claim the PPL title. So yeah, as I say, let me know what you think. All that's left to be said is I'm a very excited Fufu. You are awesome. And hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.